So I thought I would make a vlog today. Steve Jobs passed away, and I figured this is what everybody else is doing. So, like everyone else, I'm picking up my iPhone and I'm making a vlog, or some people are probably sitting at their MacBooks, or maybe even making them on the iPad. I don't know, but it's probably a common theme today of people making tribute videos or just speaking about him. I didn't know the man. I didn't work for the man. I never met him or anything like that. But as a huge fan of Apple, that's the only computer I've ever owned. I bought my first experience with the computer was an Apple IIe that we had at home, and I used that. Even took it with me to school, and it was I used it for word processing basically. And when the printer died, the computer became pretty much useless to me, and I ended up buying my first computer ever, and it was a PowerBook 520. It had what was it, 4 megs of RAM and 100 megs for the hard drive. But I had a RAM doubler, so I had 8 megs for RAM, which is real exciting. Grayscale monitor, the whole thing, and I think I paid $1,700 for it. It was amazing. But that was the first computer I bought. I eventually bought a 13-inch MacBook. It was probably about 5 or 6 years ago. It's sitting right over there. And then recently bought a 17-inch MacBook Pro. I'm also the proud owner of an iPad, and shooting this on my iPhone. And while I've never purchased an iPod, I have owned 3 of them that I won on the radio. So maybe I drank the Kool-Aid, maybe I didn't drink the Kool-Aid. Call it what you want, but I kind of grew up with Macs. I never really used PCs. I had one at work and hated every minute of it. In college, I couldn't figure out how to use my roommate's PC because it didn't have a mouse. That first PowerBook I bought, that generation PowerBook, that was the first laptop to use trackpad. So kind of cutting edge there, actually very cutting edge there, and used to drive my roommate and his girlfriend crazy when they would try and use it because they couldn't figure out the trackpad or how to use the Mac. But Steve Jobs, people wondering at this point if there'll ever be another Steve Jobs. No, there won't be. The same way that there won't be another Elvis, or there won't be another Michael Jordan, or there won't be another Beatles, or U2, or anything like that. There will be people who will do what he's done to some effect, but there won't be another Steve Jobs, and there's nothing wrong with that. He through his vision, the people that he worked with brought, he said it himself, they kind of pilfered people's ideas and made them for their own, and or he would create things or put items on the market that we didn't know we needed until we bought it and then used it. Who would ever thought that I needed a phone to make a video recording of myself talking about the man? I can remember when we bought our first VCR, and one of the reasons my dad bought it is the one he got was because you could take part of it off to attach to your video camera, and you would wear the component over your shoulder and that type of thing. And now I'm thinking, with the iPhone 4S introduced yesterday, and it shoots 1080p, and that's what all you really need now is a phone, is an iPhone or a smartphone, but an iPhone to do whatever it is you want to do in life now. It seems like I'm waiting for them to make coffee or something. But I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason to this video other than society has lost a wonderful man, an innovator that can't be replaced. He went way too young at 56 after battling pancreatic cancer. He was diagnosed, it was treated, he had a liver replacement. Those who have been affected by cancer or know people who have cancer, cancer never goes away. You're never cured. and it's very sad to I don't know. Cancer is never fun, regardless of what type of cancer you have, or whether or not you're cured or not. It's not good, and I think that's the worst part is knowing, seeing people die from cancer is never fun. So, my heart and prayers, thoughts go out to his family, and I hope that they're doing okay, and that, who cares if, Apple will be fine. I'm sure that, they'll keep putting stuff out that we don't know we need until we need it, or until they put it out, and then we'll say, how did we ever live without this? It was nice seeing all the tributes on Twitter today, and took a quick look on YouTube, and you could see everybody's making tribute videos. I'm actually waiting for one to finish loading on my iPad while I make this video. I watched one of the tweets I saw had a link to his commencement speech at Stanford from 2005, which was really good. Just kind of makes you think. One of the interesting things from that was connecting the dots, and the only way you can connect the dots in life is if you look in the past and you see how everything's connected. But the dots, if you're trying to connect the dots, you can't do that into the future, because you just have to hope that they will be connected. So, things like that, being yourself, the simple things. You read testimonials of people who met him, who met Steve Jobs or knew him well, and the effect that he had on people's lives, not even through Apple, but just in general. These people are far and few between, and so Steve Jobs, I say thank you for your gifts, not just in creating these wonderful toys, gadgets that none of us can live without nowadays, but for you as a person. Once again, prayers, thoughts to your family, and I hope that they're doing okay, and life goes on. If you want to do a tribute to Steve Jobs or whatever, then live your life to the fullest, and whatever you end up doing in your life, make sure it is what in fact you want to do, and that's what will make you happy, and that's what will make you productive, and that's what will make you an important part of society, I guess. I don't know. What do I know? But that's about it. So from my iPhone 4, not iPhone 4S, because, well, they're not out yet. It's been reduced, but they're not out yet. But from my iPhone, I say goodnight, and that's it.